Today, I'll share the questions that interviewers always ask in Japanese job interviews, along with some good sample answers. An interview is only about 1 hour long. Expressing your career history and strength in Japanese within this limited time is difficult even for Japanese people. It is definitely much harder for foreign candidates. Therefore, in this video, I'll give advice and share successful ways to answer for those who are doing interviews for the first time or cannot promote themselves well in Japanese. Please watch until the end. If you need support finding a job in Japan, please contact us from here. In Japanese interviews, these 4 questions are definitely asked. Also, since the questions asked in interviews come from these 4, if you master these 4, you can answer everything. The 4 questions that are definitely asked are: first is self-introduction. Briefly introduce yourself and your career history. Second is the reason for applying. Why do you want to work at this company and not other companies? Third is the reason for changing jobs. Why do you want to change jobs? And why did you quit your previous job? Fourth is how you can use your past experience after joining the company. I'll explain these 4 in details. Let's start with the first one, self-introduction. The interviewer will ask you like this: 自己紹介をお願いします。Self-introduction is easy because you only need to include 3 points: your name, your previous job, and your current job. These 3 are enough. One important warning is do not talk about anything else. Do not talk about things unrelated to work, such as your hobbies or family. Keep it under 30 seconds and focus only on work. If it is too short, there's not enough information. If it is too long, there's too much information, so 30 seconds is the best length. And the most important thing is to thank them for giving you their time before you start your introduction. Always say this before the self-introduction. 本日はお時間をいただきありがとうございます。Saying thank you completely changes the interview's impressions of you. Honestly, this moment can decide 70% of whether you pass or fail. Next, say your name. はじめまして、金野浩二、左衛門三郎と申します。If your name is too long and you feel it is difficult for them to pronounce, you can add 三郎と呼んでください。Next, briefly explain your past experience. Just say how many years you worked and what kind of job you did. You don't need to give any other details. 日本では5年間、機械設計エンジニアとして自動車の外装部品を設計していました。Next, briefly talk about your current job. 現在は自動車の外装部品だけでなく、内装部品の設計にも携わっております。When you finish talking about your experience, make sure to say 以上です。If you don't say this, the interviewer won't know if you are finished and will hesitate to start speaking. The next topic is the reason for applying. In this question, interviewers want to check one thing: why our company and not others? There's only one key rule to making a good reason. Check the company's website before the interview and explain how your experience can help them. In short, tell them how much profit you can bring to their company if you are hired. I do not recommend self-centered answers. For example, saying, I can improve my skills at your company, or your training system is great, only focuses on your benefits, not the company's benefit. Avoid saying these things. The interviewer will ask you like this: なぜ弊社を志望したのですか？弊社に応募した理由を教えてください。When starting your reason, always start with the conclusion. For example, you can say, 御社の半導体設計に貢献できると思い志望しました。By starting with the conclusion, Japanese interviewer can understand your motivation immediately. After the conclusion, explain the reason briefly. これまで半導体の設計に携わっているため、即戦力としてプロジェクトに参加できます。特に〇〇の分野にも興味を持っており、私の今後のキャリアの方向性が御社と合致しているためです。Please keep your reason for applying under 1 minute. The next topic is the reason for changing jobs. Interviewers ask this to check one thing: will this person quit immediately after we hire them? Try to give a positive reason, such as wanting to improve your skills, use more Japanese, or try a new field. Naturally, the real reason people change jobs is usually because they are unhappy with their current company. You might have complaints like too much overtime, bad relationships, or low salary. However, even if you have to fake it, you must give a positive reason. If you complain about your past or current job, the interviewer will think this person will just complain and quit our company too. Therefore, focus your talk on what you want to achieve after joining the new company. The interviewers will ask you like this: 転職理由を教えてください。前職はなぜ辞めたのでしょうか？ You can build your reason for changing jobs using these 4 steps. Number 1, state the conclusion, why you need to change jobs. Number 2, explain why you cannot achieve this at your current company. Number 3, state the conclusion one more time. First, state your conclusion like this: 電子設計に再び携わりたいと思ったからです。Next, explain why you cannot achieve this at your current company. これまで5年間電子設計の仕事をしていましたが、現在は現場の仕事をしています。今の会社では設計に戻ることができず、将来のキャリアを考えると設計業務がいいと思っております。Finally, state your conclusion one more time to finish. そのため、これまでの電子設計の経験を活かせる環境で働きたいと考え、転職を検討しております。Not just for the reason for changing jobs, but for all interview questions, Starting with the conclusion makes it much easier for the interviewers to understand you. These are the four main questions always asked in Japanese interview. If you prepare your answers well for these, it will be much easier to get a job offer. Watch this video many times and practice hard.